so everything's slowing down, so we're getting real comfortable around the holiday season, and it's time to really carry out some things. And like I said, a lot of things are changing. But what type of energy are you bringing into the season that is changing? Okay, and today we're talking about gratitude, but from the perspective of true wealth, not money, not material things, not the aesthetics of luxury. I mean, the real luxury, the real luxury, the kind you feel in your spirit. Okay, so if we just go there, like the real luxury, the real festive of the holiday season is within your spirit, and you have to keep that first and foremost in your mind and in your ideas and in your heart, your spirit to have that uh, at the forefront of your peripheral brain. Okay, so um, today we're talking about gratitude. Like I said, um, I want to get down to the real luxury of life, the kind you feel, like I said, within your spirit, within your soul, makes you feel good, and nothing can really just take that feeling from you. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so in segment one, what I feel like to be wealthy, rich girl during a gratitude season. What do I feel? People always think that a wealthy rich girl is about bags, traveling cars, or that next new thing, the fad, keeping up with the Jones, whoever they are. But the longer I walk in this energy, the more I've learned. The wealthiest thing I own is my peace. Okay, that is like the most wealthiest thing that I can. I have. There's so many other wealthy things that if you choose to carry it, you have it. Um, One of the wealthiest things that I own is my gratitude, my stability. Stability is everything. When you feel stable within your mind, within your walk, within your mental stability. You stand on a strong note of not being able to just easily break at times. And also, most of all, my clarity, my clarity, my clarity, my clarity, my clarity, my clarity. I have to be able to see clear to understand the path that I am taking at that time and that moment. Okay. Tonight I'm just having a real time. Like Phil said, I can't let nobody hold me down. Being surrounded and living neat. Hey, dropping bass and playing bass. All right, well, anyway, we're going to get off the pimp and we're going to get back to the business. All right, so I said my clarity. So, I don't know how y'all feel about that, but clarity is a big factor. When you can see clear, your vision is clear, it brings you to a farther standard and place in your life, to a place where you can see things clearly and you can move forward towards your vision, move forward towards in the next step, in the next dimension in your life. It brings you to new levels and higher standards and higher places, you know, in your spiritual realm and in your physical realm. Okay. And right here, this quiet moment before the world gets busy, it's where that type of wealth shines the brightest. So you want to be able to use that wealth within your mental stability, your mental health, your spirit, keep your spirits high, just give yourself that festivity feeling, you know, um, keep your um, keep your ability to smile through the tough times, through the chaos, whatever this holiday season brings you. You know, um, like you were saying on the same, you can't let nobody hold you down. You know, these O's could never hold me. You didn't. Okay, so even though I get my little rich girl on, I still have Port Arthur, Texas. So I just want to throw that out there that I am from Port Arthur, Texas, born and raised, and that is my hometown. And which was not. a very easy ground to live or grow up in. We had, a lot of hard. It was a tough city, okay. But anyway, um, just to show you that everyone can rise from the ashes. You hear me? Everybody can rise from the ashes. Okay. All right, and so right here, this 5 months before the world gets busy is where that type of wealth shines the brightest. That Thanksgiving Eve energy feels different. It feels sacred. It feels like the soft pause between the noise and the blessing. So you have to decide: are you going to listen to the soft pause between the noise? Or are you going to look at the blessing of your family and your people around you, and the moment, the time, the present, you know, uh, the present action of that moment, and what can you do to make this a rich moment, a teachable moment, a moment to sit the next generation down. If you have kids, or maybe nieces or nephews or whatever, to kind of give a word, that they can use, that will bring them through life as a rich, wealthy person. The thing about Americans, and I won't say any type of race, or it's about being educated. It's about being intelligent. It's about teaching your children at an age, um, where they're able to read or write or even just talk, and start teaching them at an early age about being wealthy and all the things that keep them in a wealthy mindset, and more of a healthy mindset, and a leading walk, um, to something, and more greater things that we have accomplished in our era. Okay. And so, like I said, just for me, it's a soft pause. It's a soft pause. It's a soft pause. Like, I can hear all the noise. I can hear all the noise, but when I feel the joy, when I feel the energy, I feel different. I feel the blessings, and it surround me, and it tunes out all the noise. It tunes out most of the chaos. It tunes out so much more when I focus on the blessings that I do have, as opposed to what I don't have, or who was not there, who didn't come, who didn't bake this dish, or whatever the case may be, or who didn't buy, who didn't bring their family members. Okay, so when you're in a wealthy, rich mindset, you rise above them. Like, that is nine factors to a wealthy, rich person. Like, your mind should be so above and not beneath, to the point where that does not even affect your nothing in the periphery of your mind. Okay, so let's just go there. All right. So segment two, I want to talk about the abundance beyond the material. Um, see, we want to see real abundance. Um, a wealthy, rich person wants to see rich in the spirit. Okay. We want to see real abundance, real abundance. We want to see families uniting back together. We want to see, you know, um, people mending their relationships that has been broken. We want to see the abundance of spiritual things as well as the physical things. And when the spiritual things, when you manifest in the spiritual, it's 10 times more, which will make you greater on your physical, which will manifest even greater, like 100-fold, because it has already been done in the primary nature before you actually give it off in a physical realm. So anything that you put into the spiritual realm will be greater in the physical realm if you use it. If you do it, like I said, give me the tools you can use. Hey, and it's definitely tools you can use. Okay, so once you make your mind up and you put it in that position to have certain things in the spirit, and just walk towards that avenue, keep going. Like I always say, keep going, and it definitely brings forth like I said, up to 100-fold if you just stick to it. Just waking up and thanking God for another day, another breath, and having clarity in a world full of confusion, chaos, whatever. Whoop, whoop, bam. I mean, we can go on and on about that. It's knowing your worth, even when life feels unstable. It's being able to look at your life and say, I may not have everything I want yet, but oh yeah, I heard me put that yet. Yet I might not have everything I want. No, but we gonna put comma, yeah, comma. Okay. But I'm grateful for how far I have come. So never let anyone make you feel inferior. Like I say, you walk in a place like you own a place, you know, no hands down, you're not intimidated by others. You know, you are greatness. You are capable, you're able, you're more than enough to become whoever you choose to manifest yourself to be. You are the creator, you are the God, you are the one that called the shots. It's your world. Everybody else is just living in it. So create your world and make it great. And that's what I'm working on as well. So I'm saying it's always bed of roses, but when those bed of roses do come, they're gonna smell real good and they're gonna be worth way more than opposed before I had it. Okay, let's go. Okay, so let's talk about um, knowing your worth even when you feel life, uh, life be life life SHI, life shot. You know what life shot means? Yeah, life be shiesty. So life is life, and you can't judge life or blame life because life don't keep doing playing life games. All you can do is treat life well, and that way you and life have a good relationship. Keep walking from there. Like the old saying says, treat people the way you want to be treated, treat life the way you want to be treated. You know? Because once you put it out into the atmosphere, into the universe, it comes back to you. It's all about what are you giving out? What are you planting? What are you seeding? What are you cloud seeding? Okay? I may not have everything I want yet. That's something that you really have to keep within your spirit to say, you know, I have everything I want, but I don't have everything I want yet. That means that you're still wanting more, um, able to open up your spirit to receive more. You're drinking more out of your cup. You're not wasting it, and taking the time out to drink that cup and refill it with something different, something stronger, something greater, something better, something healthier, something wealthier, something rich. Drink the fountain of the health, wealthy things, like the green things. Everything that's healthy is pretty much green. They always say eat green leafy vegetables. So pretty much everything in the physical is of the spiritual mind. If you think about it, it all ties in together. It's just in two different planes. Okay. All right. Let's see. So I'm happy about how far I have came. All right. Okay. Um, and when you think about how far you have come, that is emotional luxury. Emotional luxury. You can look back and say, you know what, I really have come very far away and I'm proud of myself. I don't need anyone to, pat me on the back, give me a handshake, or hey, say you did a good job, because I can actually look in the mirror with self confidence and tell myself when I wake up in the morning, hey, you did a good job. Be yourself. Like I always tell y'all, be yourself best friend and not your worst enemy. Why? Why? Be yourself best friend. Encourage yourself. Love on yourself. Make yourself happy. Like look at yourself. Tell yourself I'm beautiful. You know, so tell yourself, hey, I know my heart. I know how I feel. I know what I'm doing, and be proud of that. Because you know why? Because there's other people, other entities and people that are proud of you as well. And that's rooting you on. So keep going. You don't need uh, human beings or some materialistic thing to validate your work in life because when you don't seek the validation, it automatically validates you without having even to speak any words. That's real validation. When you don't have to even open your mouth to say anything, and the world just validates you on its own. Okay? So let's just say that. Okay, so that's emotional luxury. That's inner wealth. Okay, inner wealth. That's inner wealth, where you can look inside and say, I have spiritual wealth, but I don't need a pat on the back. I don't need a shoulder to cry. You know, I have it, but I don't need it to be complete and whole, whole, to be whole within yourself, to know who you are and how far you have come. Okay, that's the richness nobody can flex because it can't be bought. Okay, that's the richness nobody can flex because it can't be bought. And when things can't be bought with money, that's the richness that nobody can flex. Because why? Nobody can buy it. It's it's priceless. Okay. So when you balling like that, it's uncontrollable. So hey, you shine in the dark. Hey, I do too. I'm a boss. It is what it is. I ain't bragging. I'm just bossing up. You know, ain't nothing to brag about. It's just real. All right. So let's get into it. It says, all right. And the truth is, when you stop chasing material things for validation, that's when life gets brighter. Life gets bigger. Life gets healthier. Life gets stronger. Life gets peaceful. Life gets, you know, you get hungrier for new things. Your mindset changes. It becomes more morally aligned. Um, you feel greater within your spirit, and your spirit becomes very stable because you have aligned. You have aligned yourself, your mindset, morally, where you can't be broken. So when you can't be broken, you're spiritually stable and you're solid, and it just takes you to a place of high level confidence, and that's also uh, an asset that a rich person has. See, uh, monetarily rich person has a lot of confidence because they have money. Okay, but before you attain that money, you are already rich within your spirit. You can already carry those attributes at this moment. And like I said in my last segment, you fake it till you make it. It's really true. It's really like manifestation. You're not really lying. You're telling yourself something that you know that is to come, that you already are attributing. This is your attribute. This is who you are. Okay. And like I said, you attract what you give out. Okay. You attract what you give out. All right. All right. So I'm gonna do segment 3, and I'm gonna leave the last 2 seconds, and we're gonna enter out. Okay. So segment 3, the moral stability of gratitude. Gratitude It's a moral compass. It centers you. Gratitude is a moral compass. It centers you. It reminds you that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. When life feels unstable, and let's be honest, sometimes it does. Gratitude gives you direction. It teaches you to look beyond the chaos. Gratitude. It teaches you to look beyond the distractions. Gratitude. It teaches you to look beyond the overwhelm and say, I choose the brighter side. I choose to look at the lighter, the better side. I choose peace. I choose purpose. I choose to strive in a against the uh, against the grain and push forward into a different purpose and pretty much align yourself with something greater. Okay, that choice is actually right here tonight, and that's why I'm giving you this news that you can use. That's a rich, wealthy woman mindset, a rich, wealthy man's mindset. Even if you grew up being a rich, wealthy kid, they are trained into how they are supposed to react to things because they know nothing less but the best. Okay? Okay. And I'm not saying to ignore reality, but to handle it accordingly as if you are royalty, if you are greater than, if you are a prince, a princess, a king, a queen. Walk in that nature, believe that you are, and reality has to fall in place if you rule over your nature, your world. Like I said, you are the creator of your universe. But because you're choosing to honor yourself enough not to drown it in, okay? Because you're choosing to honor yourself, you're not choosing to ignore reality, to drown it out. You're choosing it to honor yourself enough to say, hey, I'm not ignoring reality. I'm very aware of what's going on around me, but I choose to believe in something to bring me out of this world and create something greater that's within me that I can do um, as superpowers. Like I said, we all have superpowers. We are great, and that's just about a amount of that. Keep that in mind because that is very much so news you can use and keep that within your spirit, keep that within your heart, and keep that within your soul to know, hey, you are a God or a goddess. Okay. All right. So I have segment 4 and segment 5. I guess I go ahead and just run that down to you. Okay, so in segment 4, it talks about gratitude as a soft, feminine superpower. Gratitude, even when you're with your man, your significant other, whoever it is, in your whoever it is, you just being a woman in general, gratitude is a soft, feminine superpower energy. Gratitude softens you. It lets you excel. It makes you gentle with yourself. And that gentleness turns into confidence. It also gives you peace and healthiness within, your daily affairs. You're not so stressed out. You're not so grouchy. You're not so antsy. You're not so snappy with the kids. That gentleness is a very big factor that women need to use because it's a very soft energy. And if you use it enough, it is definitely a superpower. Okay? There's a glow that comes with being thankful. A glow money can't buy. A glow no designer bag can replace. It's a glow of knowing I'm blessed, I'm covered, and I'm involved in every single day, every moment, every second of my life. I'm evolving into something greater than I was 2 seconds ago. Okay, so keep that keep that evolving in your spirit, in your mind, and know that things are always moving like the revolving sun, the earth revolves around the sun. We're always moving. We always, moving in different directions. So move with the flow, and you can never you can never go forward because you move with the flow. Okay, let's just figure out. And when you move in gratitude, life moves with you. Doors open, opportunities align, and favors start flowing. Oh, I like that. Yes. Favors start flowing, girl. Okay. Doors start opening. When you move in gratitude, life moves with you. Because you flowing with the grooving and the moving of the revolving and evolving. Hey, you're moving and you're doing your thing. Going with the flow. You're going with the universe. You're going with the set. You're making it happy. You're manifesting, speaking. You're doing it. You believe it. Doors is opening. Opportunities aligning. Favor is coming out the woodwork. Favor is on the flow in all areas of your life. And it's overtaking you. It's overtaking you. All because of your gratitude. Your gratitude. Your gratefulness. Your thankfulness. Your being humble in the spirit and just accepting life for what it is and doing what you can in the moment, small increments, and just being the best person. And even if you're not the best, but consistency is key, like I tell y'all all the time. Consistency is unavoidable. If you stay consistent, things will always it will always evolve because no one can hide from a consistent person. If I knock on your door every day and try to sell you, eventually you're gonna buy my cookies. And once you taste my cookies, if it's good, you're gonna I want a new customer. So just know to stay consistent. And that's one of the hardest parts, but hey, it's granted, it's possible, and nothing is too hard for a person of God energy, God power, God omniscience, and everything that's within you, you know, it's unstoppable. So let's just go there. All right, segment 5, and I'm gonna close. How to trap into your own wealthy girl gratitude glow. This is a practical moment, okay? Here's what I want you to do tonight. Nothing complicated, okay? And I want you to relax yourself and take a deep, deep breath. All right. Not the rush kind. A real deep breath. Okay. And after you take that long deep breath, I want you to name 3 things money can't buy that you are grateful for. Give me 3 things. Drop it in the comments if you would like to. That would be hey, very nice for me. Just like communicate, see where you at. You see where I'm at. Okay. For me, it will be my peace. It will be my courage. It will be my strength, and of course, I could throw some other things out there. Um, be grateful for a new mindset. Maybe you've been thinking the same way for a long time. You have no drive. Now, just by listening to my podcast, you're starting to feel like, hey, I'm gonna get me a new mindset. Like I'm gonna start thinking differently. Maybe for you, it's your healing. Maybe it's something that you're healing from, like past relationship or a broken heart. Whatever. Life be life. We're not gonna go all the way. We're not gonna go all the way up in there. So, like, I like to stay positive. I like to stay positive. The hill hope. We're not going there. All right. So whatever it is, Give me three things that you're grateful for that money can't buy. And I mean, really, nothing that money can buy. Okay. The third thing I want you to do is let that gratitude sit in your body for those three things that you're grateful for. Like I said, for me, it's my peace, it's my courage, and it's my strength. My courage to get up every morning, my courage to do things that I usually wouldn't do, um, pushing myself into a higher level, a different form of myself, really seeking out my my well-being, my talent, my mindset, uh, the things that I really truly love within my heart that I want to give back to people, and that's what really just gives me gratitude, and that's what's sitting in my body right now. That's the gratitude that's sitting in my body right now. Okay. Um, and when you do that, when you let that gratitude just sit in your body, just kind of roll your shoulders and bend your neck around, just relax, and just meditate on it. Just meditate. Just meditate on it. Feel your shoulders soften. Feel it lift your spirit. Just meditating on the, the new mindset, the new abilities that you're going to have, the new drive, the new peace, the new, turn in a different direction, the new confidence, whatever it is, Um, I want you to feel the strength and feel the confidence within your spirit and let it enlighten you and bring you to a place of gratitude to drive out all the negative thoughts and feelings that you can hold on to. Okay. The fourth thing is, as you know, that's I love my number four. So walk into Thanksgiving season already full and not from food, but from your what I'm telling you now, from your purpose, from your alignment, and from your emotional well. Walk into Thanksgiving season already full in your spirit, not from turkey ham and mama's favorite cornbread dressing or whatever it is, that you really, really want to stuff yourself like a pig with. Like, just no gluttony, like from things that's really purposeful, purposeful, purposeful. Yeah. Am I saying purposeful? That's really, that what's things purpose within your life that really just inspires you. The be full of the alignment that the alignment that you can receive that aligns your body with the purpose and the drive and the element that you're supposed to be in. Okay, line yourself into the element and the emotional wealth that surpasses all negative energy, all low mindsets, all chaos, confusion, family, whatever it may be. Y'all know that everybody have a dysfunction, sometime in their family. That's every family. So if you lie and say you don't have a dysfunctional family, that is not true. All right. I don't wanna, do you like that? But it's real. So that's how you be feeling sometimes, but don't do it. All you gotta do is just see, ain't Jackie, ain't Helen, and ain't Mookie, little Pookie Bookie, whatever. All right, so we're not gonna have that type of mindset, and so tonight, well, this morning, whatever you want to call it, it's nighttime. Um, on this Thanksgiving Eve, before the Eve, because Eve was on some Eve, and I don't want you to be that Eve, but I want you to be the Eve before Thanksgiving Eve, but you already prepare yourself to be the beautiful Eve of the sundown, to humble yourself, and contain your mind in a rich, graceful, stability, transformative way. I want you to remember this. You are wealthy not because of what you have, not because of who are you becoming. You are rich already in grace. You are rich in stability. You are rich in things that people are not rich. You are rich in gratitude. You are rich in transformation. This is the kind of wealth that can carry you through any storm, any trial, any turmoil, any recession, any whatever, okay? And bring you surfacing right back on top of water. Hey, and if you gotta float through that thing, swim through that thing, you're gonna, yeah, feet on water. You hear me? This is the kind of gratitude that makes your life glow. And once again, I want to thank you. Y'all, my favorite people. Whoop de whoop de whoop. Remember what I said? Okay. And like I said, thank you for listening. You are my best, best, best guest. Drop your comments in this section. Subscribe to my channel. Like I said, I'm just starting off, but more great things to come. And like I said, everything comes with time and patience. And thank you for choosing to grow with me in this journey as we grow with your girl. Bam, I am that, that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Rich girl, wealthy rich girl. I'm that wealthy rich girl. Mwah.